All right, we have a big exclusive coming up on India Today. Joining us live is Swapna Suresh herself. She's made some damning allegations, corruption charges, which are huge if investigated, and they involve the Chief Minister and his family of Kerala. Ms. Suresh, appreciate you taking the time off and joining us on India Today. My first question, madam, comes to the point. Let's break down on what you have alleged. In the involvement of the Chief Minister and his family. You've even spoken about his daughter. You're claiming that the daughter and Ms. Vijayan's wife was also involved in this corruption racket. I want to ask you that same question again, ma'am. You say a bag with currency was sent to Mr. Vijayan, the Chief Minister. That's a huge sensational charge. What evidence do you have to corroborate that?
See, the evidence and the facts and everything is clearly told to the Honorable Court in my 164 statement. And there was a bag full of currency that had been sent in the year 2016 through a diplomat of the Consulate General for Mr. Vijayan by the instruction or as requested by Shiv Shankar, and the baggage was also collected from him. So all the details pertaining to this and the necessary evidence have been given to the Honorable Court as well as to the different investigating agencies. I have already given my 164. I've already given my 164 prior to this in the customs case. Somehow it did not see the light of the day, so I'm being forced. Personally, I've been forced to give, or I thought I should give it again, and that is the reason I have come back and given at the enforcement court.
Ms. Suresh, you also allege that more than just biryani went from the consulate to the Chief Minister's aid. What exactly do you mean by that, sir? Ma'am, what is more than biryani?
Well, I cannot go to the definite explanation to that because I have restrictions from the Honorable Court because it may affect the further investigation. So all I can just tell you is biryani vessels, they have a minimum weight. But these were huge biryani vessels that have been transported from the Consul General's residence, that's at Jawahar Nagar, to the Cliff House without any security check upon the instruction, upon the date and time by Shiv Shankar.
All right, you don't want to delve deeper into it, but I want to ask you, madam, by any standards, these are sensational claims. These are very, very grave charges that you've made. I want to ask you, did you make these claims, did you make these allegations in front of central agencies who have interrogated you, who have been investigating the case? Because if you have, then they seem to have not acted on it, or there hasn't been any evidence to suggest the same.
Well, finding evidence and, bringing it to the light is not my role and responsibility. I do not have any political agenda. I do not want to defame anyone. I just told the fact, the incidents that took place, the role, the degree of role of each one, each names that I mentioned today. I have nothing to do with them personally. I do not want to defame anybody by saying the lies.
Did you make these claims in front of the central agencies who interrogated you, ma'am?
I have already given a 164 prior to this. And I have not given anything different from the statements that I have given to the investigating agencies prior to this.
Okay, you're saying you've given exactly these claims to the investigative agency as well. So there could be only two things. One, that the investigative agency did not act on it, on the claims that you have made, the allegations that you have made, or they did not find any evidence. We're going to look at that, but I want to ask you the next question. You have not just involved the Chief Minister of Kerala, you're also talking about the family, the daughter, the wife of the Chief Minister involved in all of this. To what level was the family of the Chief Minister involved according to you?
Everything everything about each one of them, whether it's the family, whether it's the friend, or whether it's the secretary, whoever it is, irrespective of who it is, it doesn't matter to me. I have just told what I know and about the incidents that have taken place during this period, and I have just informed it to the Honorable Court so that the Honorable Court may take proper actions, or if if something has to be done on that. So I am not bothered whether it is the wife, the daughter, or the secretary. It doesn't really matter to me. It is just that I have to clearly put my foot down and say these were the incidents that took place. That's it.
I'm going to ask you two quick questions, Ms. Suresh, and one of them, is what the CPM alleges. The party says that all of these allegations are only coming now with the recent by-elections debacle in Kerala where the party is in question. You're taking advantage of that.
I do not have to take any advantage of any political parties or, their elections or whatever, because I am not a political person. And neither any
Right.
party stood by me, supporting me. I don't care whether it is politics, whether it's party or whatever it is, because I am just a normal lady or a woman or a
Yes.
normal mother. And I should be given the right to live without threat. That's my aim. That's
You said
all.
you said you want a right to live without threat. I want to ask you another quick question, ma'am. Till now, there's little clarity whether you have spoken with Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan on his own, or did he always interact with you through the virtue of his aides?
Well, these details I have already given to the Honorable Court, and there will come a time, there will come a situation, there will come a proper time where I'll be able to give you more and more
Okay.
details in the coming days.
Why do you say your life is under threat? What evidence do you have, ma'am, to suggest the same?
I don't think I have to give any evidence to the media. I have already given enough and more reasons to the Honorable Court, and they're considering the protection factor of it.
All right. Appreciate you taking the time out, Ms. Suresh, and joining us. Thank you there. You've put your point of view. Grave allegations, sensational to say the least. Is there any meat in them? Is a matter of investigation. We're going to leave it at just that.